Hello, I am Mariona Visa and I am a professor and researcher from the University of Lleida. I am here to introduce the article titled Information Treatment of Young Spanish Emigrants in Television News Programs and Videos Produced by Emigrants, 209 and 215, which appears in this year's edition of the Latina Journal of Social Communication. This article has been written by myself and other two professors from the University of Lleida, Clara Rubio and Joana Soto. The research work presented in this article has been carried out as a part of the EMOBIX research project funded by 214 Recercaixa program. This study aims to analyze the media representations of young people migrating from Spain to London from 209 to 215, and to compare these representations with those provided by the documentaries and audiovisual material produced by emigrants and distributed in social networks. The study is guided by three initial hypotheses. The first is that the news about youth emigration from Spain to London have been scarce during the years under study. The second hypothesis is that mainstream television news on migration from Spain to London are not very plural in terms of discourses and offer simplified and decontextualized information of the reality of young people who have recently emigrated to London. The final hypothesis is that the audiovisual works produced by emigrants and distributed on social networks configure a more realistic imaginary and provide more detailed and useful information about youth migration from Spain to London. To corroborate this hypothesis, we carried out a quantitative and qualitative analysis of the content of the audiovisual pieces to identify their interpretative frameworks and applied in-depth interviews to a group of young Spanish people who emigrated to London. The results show that youth emigration has not been a predominant theme in the agenda of television and that its information treatment is characterized by decontextualisation, simplification, and what has come to be called infotainment. The sample of documentaries and webseries that have been distributed on social networks offer a more accurate portrait of the reality of emigrants and have become a meeting point for people seeking to share their experiences and a more detailed description of the process. Therefore, based on the results, we conclude that the non-stereotypied portrait of emigrants on mainstream television is still a pending issue, although there are currently other channels through which the protagonists of the news can express themselves. We believe that a matter of general interest like migration deserves to be given a more rigorous treatment on television.